Hello everyone, my name is Diana Libano. Welcome to my documentary, Hice of the Journey, a documentary of instinct and discovery. Today I want to take you one of the most breathtaking places in Peru, the Peruvian Andes rainforest. Little did I know that this journey became one of the most unforgettable experiences of my life. At first, I thought it would simply be an exciting adventure surrounded by exotic wildlife and spectacular scenery. I was set to spend a week exploring the rainforest, learning about its biodiversity and discovering its hidden beauty. Our group was due to arrive at a small lodge deep inside the jungle, far away from the cities and modern comforts. Before entering the forest, we had our bags carried by local guides who knew every corner of the jungle. At that moment, I feel nothing but excitement. I had no idea that this trip would completely change my way I understood nature and myself. The Amazon was beyond anything I had ever imagined. Towering trees surround us, while colorful birds flew above our heads. The rivers flowed through a pristine, almost untouched wilderness, created an atmosphere that felt both blissful and mysterious. Every sound reminded me that I was entering a world where nature ruled. Never before had I seen such a magnificent landscape. The dense jungle stretched endlessly in every direction, making me realize how small human beings truly are. However, the trip was not only about beautiful scenery. We also visited several local communities. Also, they lived surrounded by incredible natural wealth. Many families faced economic hardship. Some struggled to make ends meet, relying on fishing, farming, and, and handcrafted products to support their families. The contrast was striking. On one hand, the rainforest was rich in biodiversity. On the other hand, many people remained it impoverished despite living in one of the most valuable ecosystems on Earth. Their resilience and kindness impressed me deeply. One afternoon, while exploring a narrow trail, heavy rain suddenly began to fall. The guide suggests continuing quickly before the path became fluid, yet I feel a nagging doubt in the back of my mind. Part of me wanted to trust the guide's experience, another part told me to stop and think carefully. I tried to weigh up the pros and cons. If we continued, we might reach the lodge before nightfall. If If we waited, we could lose valuable time, but we would probably be safer. Finally, on a whim, I decided to trust my gut instinct instead of rushing forward. Only a few minutes later, a large tree collapsed across the trail we had been about to cross. For a moment, nobody spoke. Rarely have I felt such an inexplicated certainty that listening to my instinct had been the right decision. Later that evening, after returning safely, I got myself lost in through while watching the sunset over the river. I realized how quickly life can change and how important it is to remain calm when making difficult decisions. Looking back, this journey gave me much more than beautiful photographs. The sound of the rainforest, the laughter of the local children, and the breathtaking sunsets have become a vivid memory that I always treasure. Even today, the smell of wet earth and the sound of birds trigger a memory of those blissful days in the Amazon. The experience also taught me that instinct and reason are not enemies. Reason helps us analyze situations carefully, while instinct allows us to react when logic alone is not enough. The real challenge is knowing when to rely on each of them. This adventure transformed my perspective of nature, courage, and gratitude. In the end, my journey through the Peruvian Amazon was not simply about discovering an extraordinary place. It was about discovering an strong, wiser version of myself. Thank you for watching.